there's them 4Kids Americanization back then too. Before 4Kids was even around. We're almost finished with the game, so yeah. May as well use up all the currency. Even though we can pick up a lot of money bags, all they are good for is points at this, well, points pretty much. The motorcycle does take time to get used to though. It's a lot of fun, but the learning curve may not be as simple as you think. You press left and right to kind of change its speed. You don't just keep holding right. But once you get used to that, the controls are good there. The controls in general take a while to get used to, since Alex Kidd takes so little time to reach the maximum velocity. And it's slightly weird not having a run button, but yeah. Again, controls aren't bad, they just need to adjust yourself a bit, practice a bit. And playing through this was the first time I was fully professional. Played this in the classic way and did not use any save states. I am pretty proud of myself for that. Though there are certainly much harder 8-bit games in this. Once you know what to do, it's not a super hard game. Though it does stay challenging. I mean, thanks to those extra lives you get, and they're quite generous with it. And it's also nice that they have you, if you die, pretty much start right back where you left off. Like, even these Janken sections, you don't have to walk through the level again. You can just try your luck once more with them enemies that really have a thing for Janken. Time for the longest level in the entire game. Easily one of the tougher ones. And the game doesn't necessarily increase difficulty as you make it through. It just kind of stays the same difficulty throughout the game. Just some levels you get to practice more than others. That bracelet is so awesome. Gotta jump at the right time. Even your bracelets can't take care of them fiery enemies. Run, 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 run. You do not want to stay in those rooms for long. You will instantly die. Alex Kidd apparently can't take lack of oxygen for more than even just a second. This castle is... There's definitely a lot of trial and error in this one. Okay, seriously, those mystery boxes. Unless you have the cane, those are worthless. Once again, currency is now useless. All you can do is pretty much pick up points. And maybe another extra life or two. Those money bags over there, they're definitely not worth it. I'm late to say this, but small ones are worth 10, large ones are worth 20. Just attack the fish block twice, and then you'll be able to make it to the ladder without too much trouble. Run, 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 run. Excellent. But even in one of the last levels in the game, There's still them toad enemies. Oh, do not let that enemy fall down there. Because if you do, you'll have to take care of it before having to attack that fish box so you can make it out. And your timing has to be damn near perfect. I do wish the swimming controls are better though, because you automatically ascend if you don't press anything. You can't really swim straight, except in spots like this. I bet you're gonna get stuck here at first, but what you need to do is, as you're ascending, holding left or right is the only way you'll be able to swim through the narrow passages, not get penetrated. You'll automatically swim straight if you keep holding left or right at the right spot. It's actually trickier in where the gap is wider because you can't fly straight through there. Dear, time to get an extra life. Walk to the edge, and there you go. Just keep running. This is by far the longest level in the game. Or at least, it takes the most time to complete. Yeah, I can't believe I just killed myself like that to the easiest enemies in the game. That I could make decent use of the cane. You'd think that with the flame being so close to the gap that you'll end up getting burned. Nope. You'll be able to make it across as long as you stay to the very right. It feels like the developers intentionally tricked players into thinking that you have to do some puzzle before you make it down there. And of course there's Janken. What would Alex Kidd be without it, I guess? I find it weird when villains say, darn it. I mean, I know a lot of nice people in real life who curse like a sailor, whereas when I hear villains say, like, darn it, it's always a weird feeling to me. Yes, it's obviously a children's game. You can't just have them say F-bombs, even though it makes more sense that way, but, you know. Just another one of them weird thoughts of mine. Little did I know that that attacking the gut won't do a thing. You have to aim for the horn 3 times. If you are able to hit it, even if you die, that damage will still apply to that boss, so just have to hit it 2 more times. Okay, stop attacking the crotch. Excellent. Now we are done here. Alright, ma'am, can't I have a kiss? A hug? Some reward? Maybe not. Be that way. At any rate, going for a dive. And, oh yes, I forgot to mention, if you don't save his sibling and you make it to the king, he will summon a Grim Reaper at you, I mean, there'll still be a rice ball. You can still make progress. You can even do this part, but you won't be able to get the slab here. Some newcomers won't know which which blocks to step on. If you do it the wrong way, you'll summon a Grim Reaper, and obviously it'll kill you. You can't like head to the left and to try to save yourself. Nope. If you mess up, that has to take one of your lives. But again, you don't have to get the stone tab. It is still possible without. You just won't have it with you. Time for the last 3 obstacles. Oh, you almost had it past me. Jump, jump, jump. And that's a boy. And the game just kind of abruptly ends there. That was the second shortest game I have done a walkthrough for. There's quite a bit to explain with very little time. Hopefully the pacing wasn't terrible. I hope you all enjoyed this game. If you are a Sega fan, I doubt you'd watch this if you aren't. Be sure to check this game out. Check out what was Sega's mascot before Sonic came around. I mean, he only has like just barely above 1,000 pictures on DeviantArt. Clearly not very popular. But anyway, this is GamePro. See you all in the next Let's Play.